so I am what I believe. Hello guys, welcome back to Life Like Igloo. This video is about my most important and beloved person in this whole universe. This video I'm going to title something along the lines of what Ugandans think of me marrying a Ugandan woman. Because that's what's happened. I met a beautiful Ugandan woman and I married her. And now we live together in Uganda, happily ever after. And when we go out onto the street and the Ugandans see us, they're like... And you can tell there's a lot of thinking going on there, like whenever we go out, we're a spectacle, we're something, I don't know, we might as well be a tourist attraction. It's very interesting, and I'm someone who likes to be invisible and unseen, so it's something I'm very sensitive to, and I can really feel those stares, but I've gotten very used to it these days, and I just laugh it off or shrug it off. But it does make going outside cost a little bit more energy mentally. But yeah, I'm making this video just to talk about it and like express what I think. I can't read minds, and I'm just gonna go and make best guess based on how people behave and how they act out towards either me or my wife based on our relationship, because I'm an Englishman, a Muzungu, as would be said in Uganda, and my wife is di Muganda, Oli. I think if I was telling her you're Baganda, I would say Oli Baganda to her. I don't know what she is Baganda, but I'll ask her in a minute. So what do Ugandan people think of me marrying a Ugandan woman? That's a fascinating question, and we're going to discuss it in this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. I don't know if I said that already. I probably already have. I did. I'm a good boy. I remember this time. Yeah, and I think I also might split a couple of videos off this where I might do what Ugandan men think and what Ugandan women think, because there are very different and separate reactions, and it's this whole thing, but like one is worse than the other, and they're very different, and I'll probably go into the differences a bit more in those videos. But I think the first thing they think when they see me and my wife is, oh, he's rich and she's with him for money. I think that's probably the very first assumption people think when me and my wife are walking down the street together, because we're very obviously a couple. We're not one of those couples who, I don't know, we don't just walk side by side. We're very lovey-dovey. We hold hands all the time. Basically, the entire time we're outside, we are attached together. We always hold hands. We're always just, I don't know, talking and smiling and chuckling with each other and pointing things out to each other. And it doesn't matter whether we're in the UK or anywhere. It's really obvious that we're just, we're an item. We're together. And so people can just see that and know immediately. It's not like some people, like, if we weren't happening to be affectionate or something, sometimes they'd assume, like, I don't know, she's like a guide or something. But yeah, it's this whole thing. They think that another thing they think about me marrying a Ugandan woman is that they think she's ensnared me. Or I don't know, like I'm some sort of, I don't know, vulnerable but wealthy foreigner who's been enticed in by this sexy minx. I don't know, that's a weird term. But yeah, it's just this weird thing, as if it's like some sort of devious action, and not just two people who found each other and there's mutual attraction and love and stuff. People always make the wrong assumptions about us, because we're just a couple. We just love each other and we just want to be together forever, and we just click emotionally, and I just love it. And I think there's also a great degree of jealousy, because not only did I marry a Ugandan woman, I married the most sexy, beautiful, funny and talented Ugandan woman, or non-binary technically, but it's like gender in the verb, that's a load of nonsense. So like, I'm losing my train of thought a bit, but Yeah. I think they're jealous that I married the sexiest and most intelligent and talented one, and so they're never gonna have anything as good. I think that's unfair because it's not it's not a Ugandan who's picked that perfect Ugandan. It's someone else, and it's like gone to a foreign power. I don't even know what I'm saying, but there's this weird air of like, I don't know, like some of them seem to think as if I've like colonized a Ugandan or something. It sounds really weird. Almost like she's like, or it's more like some way they look at her where it's like, I don't know, she's let the side down by dating a white guy, which I don't know. I don't know. That's a whole thing. That's a whole thing. That's a whole discussion in itself. But we do hear a few funny comments, like if we're riding together on a boat or whatever, people still can recognize when we're a couple, even if we're speeding past on a motorbike, and she will hear people talking in Uganda about us, and like one of the things she overheard was it's like two guys who had happened to see us, and it's like, well, at least he gives her money, you know, like we're broke, we can't give her money, but he can give her money. And I don't know, that is a really, okay, first off, that's a really weird assumption. I could be broke as shit, you don't know. I'm not, thankfully, at least by my own standards. But like, there's a weird sort of positivity there. It's like, well, at least she's getting this thing. We can't do it, but then, you know, at least she's getting some positive stuff, which is very funny. And it's a weird assumption to make about us because we have our own personal dynamic. It's not some kind of stereotype you can jump off and know who we are, because that's not what we're like. But like, it's funny. I'll go into more detail in the next video about this topic, but the ladies, especially towards my wife, they get mean, they get vindictive. Like even like shop assistant people, they'll almost refuse to acknowledge her existence. Like she could be standing right in front of them and they'll just like stare past them, or like they'll see me and they'll just stare at me and just act like she's not there, and it's just like the most insulting thing. It's really, really, it makes a lot of experiences going out there very unpleasant, because I don't know if it's jealousy or like, I think it's jealousy. I think it's probably jealousy. I honestly don't know. They're just not nice. They're just not nice to her sometimes, and it's very rare to even have just like someone out there be polite to her. And it gets very tiresome. I'd really love if she got, you know, treated nicely, because it hurts to see someone get treated badly, and it's because of me, which really sucks. I mean, it's their own issues, their own drama and noise inside their own head. It's not like us doing anything, but still, it's not nice. It's something that's like annoyingly consistent. That is honestly like, I know I haven't had like specific bullet points for this video, and I've kind of been flowing from one point to the next. It's just like, it's not like a solid checklist of experiences I can write off. There's so much just like, I don't know how to put it, but there's vibes, there's just expressions or microaggressions. I know this tends to be that, well, that's a racial terminology, but just like lots of little expressions of either disapproval or spite. Spite is the right word, actually. It's people get very spiteful about it. And yeah, I get it, because I'm a colonizer, I guess. I'm like English, which is the colonizery of colonizers' origins, and like I fully accept that, and that's you know what I've got to work with. And it does create a whole lot of stereotypes, because British people got all over the earth and put their business in everyone's business, and it's like we're still seeing the repercussions of that, and as a result, people think I'm made of glass and she should be carrying all my stuff, as if she's not the one who's like 5 foot tall and like little, and I'm quite a reasonably like normal sized to big person. And it's just crazy. That is one thing they think of me marrying a Ugandan woman. For some reason, they think she should be serving me. That's one thing. One part of Uganda culture is that you know, like for example, the woman kneels for the man in certain situations, especially with husband and wife. But me and her, we don't subscribe to that. That just out of personal preference. I didn't grow up with that, and she wouldn't want to do that all the time necessarily. Though we like to have fun with it, and if we're serving food to the other, we'll kneel because, you know, we like showing respect and reverence to each other, because that's just, we love each other and we like expressing that in all the ways we can. But people think she should be subservient to me, and that really annoys me. I like it when she tells me what to do. I like following directions. I'm a very direction-oriented person, a lot of the time anyway. Depends, you know, what activity we're doing. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave it off, guys. I absolutely love my wife, and I couldn't be happier with her. And she's the most amazing person in the world, and none of y'all can have her. She's mine. And yeah, let me know what you think of me marrying a Ugandan woman, because I'm very happy about it. She's the most awesome person in the world, and I'm so glad we met her, and we were born on, you know, opposite sides of the globe, but we're so similar. It's like we have matching souls, and it's really beautiful. She's my soulmate, my beautiful Mujala. I love her. I love you, and she'll probably be editing this video so she gets, you know, credit for making this as well. So yeah, I'll speak to you later, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, let me know what you think about all of this. Are you upset that I'm dating a white girl? Are you are you upset the Ugandan woman is dating a white guy? I'm not dating a white girl. Ew, white girls. Ew. No, I'm joking. White girls are fine. They're perfectly fine. Yeah, I married a beautiful Ugandan, and I love her so much. She's the best. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, etc., guys. I'm trailing off. Goodbye.